A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. Let's find out what's the message from the divine, from the spirit. Let's jump right into it. So, I'm being shown the energy of people who are in the healing journey right now. They are healing themselves and they have been facing some truths about their own people who are very close to them, who you have adored, who you have done everything for. But now you're going through these emotions where you're feeling like it was not really your fault, it was everybody's else's responsibility as well to make sure that you grow and you prosper, you get the right amount of love and attention, but it was not given to you because those around you were basically spiritually immature themselves. They were not that mature to know how to deal with the situations that you were in, the situations that you needed hand holding or support or the right type of words for. So you really basically gave all of the inner authority to other people, or let's say you were taught to do that. You were programmed to give away your authority to other people. You were programmed to basically look for other people's acknowledgement, approval, validation, to know that you're worthy enough for love. So healing is not about literally fixing everything that's broken in you emotionally. Healing is about taking your inner authority back to where it belongs, to you and to your inner universe. So it's all spread outside, it is spread externally outside, but you need to get your authority back. Your heart, your truth. So I have this 10 of Pentacles. It's a positive sign that you've reached a point of completion and you have made some accomplishments in your journey. Whatever you're doing, whatever you've done so far, you need to first of all stop comparing yourself with other people, and whosoever is ready to do so or has been doing so is basically getting into long-term success. There was a time when you were getting success, taste of success for a short period of time, then it would come and it would go away, it would come and it would go away. So there was this struggle. But now you understand that this whole universe is basically getting energy from your inner world. So you bring in the authority back, you reclaim your inner authority, and you stop allowing other people, people outside of you, to dictate your joy, to dictate your story. You become the healer, you become the writer, you become the sovereign being, you become a freer person. So you can create books and notes and videos and even other people who help you with this hand holding, but actually it's all coming from within because you are much more ready. How do you really do this? You don't do it by actually expecting other people to help you out with it. Most people around you initially, or even those who spend a lot of time with you, they're not coming from the place or the space where they do inner work. Yeah, you would see some people who are religious, some people who believe in God, they have a certain routine, but they're not that deep into inner work that they say, okay, every day I'm going to work on myself. Some of those people who are very close to you, the narcissists especially, they're completely oblivious to what you do or who you are. In fact, as you move along in this journey, as you move ahead in this journey, people come in your life who are going to offer you some kind of content, some kind of stimuli that you need to transmute into insight and wisdom and power and strength. So God has literally placed every single person like on the way. Not that you bypass them, not that you ignore them, not that you get angry with them, because it's really fascinating how people become a part of our world. Like, let's say 4 years back, or 3 years back, or 2 years back, you had some people in your life and now they don't even exist. But it could be possible that now you have people who you have to talk every day to, or you meet regularly, or you spend a lot of time with, or maybe you have a partnership which you never imagined would happen. Things that you never thought would be given to you. And a lot of those people and a lot of those things may be completely not in touch with the things that you do or you say or you believe in. Yet they are very important in your journey because they're going to trigger you, and some of them are going to give you love as well. Or they're going to give you both. Like, same person is going to give you triggers and love at the same time. But you need to work through the triggers and you need to receive the love, thinking that it's not literally coming from a person, it's coming from source because I am looking within for it now. So the more you love yourself, the more you prioritize yourself, you're going to see it in your external reality. Okay? So authenticity, being yourself and speaking your truth and carrying out your truth, is literally an act of very, very high form of self-love, an act of self-love. You basically embrace everything. You don't say, okay, I don't want the chaos, I don't want the problems, I don't want the challenges. Because when I teach people how to do gratitude, they usually thank Lord for only the good things. And even some of them teach this way of gratitude, that if you keep thanking God for what you have, then it increases. But we don't literally see that some of the bad situations also are teaching us something. So we can say that thank you God for this, and thank you God for this lesson, or thank you God for the strength I derived from this situation. Now you are thanking God for the strength, so your strength increases. Thank you God for making me understand my true power via this situation. So it's not like God is going to give you more of those situations, God is going to give you more power. Whosoever I'm channeling has actually either started figuring this out or is doing it already, like very beautifully. And that's why you got this video literally as a synchronized message for you, that you're doing fine and this is the way to go. So you're going to resonate with the things I said over here. And it's also going to give you more power, because this is a sign that you are on the path of wellness, success, and being who you are. So a lot of times people have asked me this question, that what really is my mission? They are very confused about their mission. So I tell them that keep doing your inner work, keep healing, and keep loving yourself. Just follow your soul, follow your heart, follow your soul, and automatically you won't even know when you'll actually start embodying your mission, because you, as your authentic self, is one of the missions, one of the big missions why you're here on planet Earth. Now, this collective reading is also a sign for you to remind you that stop losing in your mind. I know you've had so many experiences that sometimes it can be really hard for you to figure out like what is right and what is wrong. That's why I said follow your heart, follow your soul, follow the love that you feel. Love, especially true love, is not going to let you go astray, and then use God's help. Now, I always tell people to work on their solar plexus chakra. That is where the magic lies, because most twin flames, they need to work on two things: masculine and feminine energy. That is blocked because of narcissistic upbringing, and the whole world literally is full of narcissistic energy. There are so many toxic people everywhere, which we don't condemn, which we don't say, okay, I don't want this, I don't want that. We literally say, okay, this has been given to me so that I learn to mentally prepare for my wins, so that I mentally prepared to be in gratitude. Because whatever is happening to you at this point in time, this collective reading is for people who are understanding surrender, or they are practicing surrender. They're either understanding it, so you're going to definitely resonate with all of it, because surrender is the key to union. So you're here to experience union. You've already experienced separation. You accepted separation with open hands, with open arms. So what is the problem in accepting union? If you can accept the pain, if you can accept the sadness, the trauma, the heartbreaks, with so much openness, okay, God, give it to me. I'm going to heal myself with it. I'm going to use this opposite polarity for my benefit. Then now, when union is happening, you should also accept love. When you're getting love, just accept it. But know that this love is not coming from an external party or a person or a human being or blah 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 situation. It's literally coming to you because you started looking within. The more you look within, the more you integrate with source, you're going to see love in so many places. Even people, who have really nothing to offer to you, you're going to just see love in them in some way, shape, or form. So, this is where I'm going to close this snappy collective reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love, peace out, and victory to all.